This is an actual human brain. Whenever I hold this brain in my hands, I always start with a little ritual of respect to honor the person who chose to donate their body and their brain to science and science education, so that even though this person, and we don't know who it is or whether they were a man or a woman, they were an adult, but how old, not clear, their persona is in some sense still with us by having contributed their brain to use in this educational way. So I'd like to point out a few things about the brain here. The weight is 2.5, 3 pounds or so. And then you can see that the most observable feature of this brain is this highly convoluted cerebral cortex. All these gyri and sulci, the ridges and crevices that form the surface of the brain here, that really consists of a large sheet of neural tissue, about 3 millimeters thick, which is then folded around and forms the top layer of the human brain. There are two hemispheres, the right and left hemisphere of the cerebral cortex, separated by a long crevice here called the longitudinal fissure. Other structures in addition to the cerebral cortex, there's the cerebellum here, the brainstem coming down here, the pons and the medulla, and then that would lead into the spinal cord. So it's profound, really, to be holding the structure in one's hand and to appreciate that so much of our experience depends on how this structure is operating. And of course, that's the subject of our entire sequence of learning that we'll be doing over the coming weeks. So with that, I'd like to thank this person again, who gave us their brain to interact with in this way, and thank you all for being part of this adventure.